Hello and welcome to another edition of Medicaid Tips with attorney Brian Litt. Today's topic is the Medicaid process with Carr Law Group. So this is going to be the Medicaid process when you're dealing with us. It may vary with other attorneys, but somebody asked me to do a video kind of detailing our process, and I think it'll be helpful for everybody out there, especially those that are thinking of signing up with Carr Law Group. The first thing I'll tell you is the process starts with a 100% free initial consultation. You can click the link below to schedule a completely free initial consultation with me, Brian Litt of Carr Law Group. Typically, that's going to be with a family member or a power of attorney for the patient. Times in the past when I've dealt directly with the patients, they're going through a lot. They're in a facility, they're not having a good time. It's a very difficult place to be. And a lot of times we find that the appointments go much better when we have a family member, such as a son or a daughter, or somebody that's a power of attorney on behalf of that patient. One of the reasons that it's best also is because most of our planning involves the need for a power of attorney or somebody that's going to be named as a trustee to be able to accomplish some of the things that we need to accomplish in our Medicaid planning. After our initial consultation, I will propose a strategy based on the information that I have available to me at the time. Once that strategy is accepted by you, the power of attorney or the family member, then we will go to signing the retainer agreement. And the retainer agreement will spell out all the things that Carr Law Group is going to do for you. It'll also spell out our money-back guarantee as it pertains to the funds. Again, our money-back guarantee is not a guarantee of success. It is only a guarantee of funds that are paid to Carr Law Group would be returned if we are unable to fulfill our obligations for whatever reason. Carr Law Group will then create all of the legal documents that are needed for your case. We will also send out a mobile notary, or we will find an online notary service. That's kind of a new thing since July. Especially helpful during COVID, during the times that we live in now, that we can do things online that we couldn't do before. And an online notary is one of those things. So that's become very helpful, especially in our business. We will issue, with those legal documents, we will issue a detailed line-by-line instruction letter. And when I say line by line, it tells you exactly what needs to be done with each piece of income or each asset that is being received by the patient. It's a line-by-line instruction letter detailing exactly what transfers need to take place in order to become Medicaid compliant. Those transfers must take place, and they must have been effectuated before we file our Medicaid application. It's very important for you to understand that. So once you receive our legal documents and our instruction letter, that doesn't mean we're going straight to the Medicaid application. We still need you to do your part and to transfer the assets or the income where we need them to be in order to submit for Medicaid. We will not submit a Medicaid application unless we have proof in the form of documentation that those transfers have been effectuated. We need that proof because we have to send that to DCF, the Department of Children and Families in Florida, for Florida Medicaid. We need that proof to be able to send that to them so that they can approve the file. So we're going to need that in advance before we file the application. Once we submit the application, we can submit that application anytime in the month to get coverage from the first of the month going forward. So for example, today happens to be September 24th when I'm filming this video. We would still have the rest of the week all the way up to September 30th to submit the application to be able to get coverage for September 1st going forward. The application process takes about 60 to 90 days, so we're probably not going to get an approval on that file until November sometime. Now you say, well, I need coverage now. How does that help me? Well, because the benefits for Medicaid are paid retroactively back to the month that we file. So even if we file, say, September 30th, we could still get coverage from September 1st going forward, even if we get our approval in November. So what happens in the meantime? Well, the facility, hopefully they put you on what's called a Medicaid pending status, or you'll have to pay the facility and receive a credit and a refund for the months during the application process. Once we receive our approval, Medicaid is typically going to pay for the month that we received coverage in ongoing. So if we're able to receive a September 1st coverage going forward, even if we receive the approval in November, the facility would be paid for September and October, even if we don't get our approval until November. They won't get paid until we get our approval, but they will get paid retroactively back to when we filed. During the Medicaid process, when we submit our application, the Medicaid process usually involves the Department of Children and Families coming back to us once, maybe twice, asking for additional information on the case. They might ask for extra bank statements, they might ask for information about a particular asset, and we do have to provide them that information in a timely manner, otherwise we're looking at a denial. That is why Carr Law Group within our retainer agreement requires that all of our clients, they get 72 hours from the time that we make a request in order to deliver the documents that we're requesting. Otherwise, they run the risk of violating the money-back guarantee in our retainer agreement. We think that's fair to help us help you. Be responsive, and the Medicaid process will go very smoothly. Medicaid is an annual process. In other words, once you receive your final approval, you'll have 1 year of coverage, and then the recertification of that Medicaid takes place annually. Carr Law Group can certainly help you out with the recertification as well. It is not included in our retainer agreement, and it would be a separate service. Certainly much cheaper fee. It's a basic document for the recertification process, as long as there has not been a change of circumstances. If there's been a change of circumstances, that is the time that we would address that change of circumstances and make plans for the future years of Medicaid compliance. To schedule a free initial consultation with me, Brian Litt of Carr Law Group, please click on the link below. As always, it's a 100% free initial consultation. And don't forget to ask about our money-back guarantee. That is covered in other videos as well. And you can also click on the link below to get a sample of our retainer agreement so that you can see everything in writing before making your decision. I look forward to speaking with you about your Medicaid issues, and let's talk soon. Thanks.